Penguin Random House Audio presents Thug Notes, a street-smart guide to classic literature by Sparky Sweets, Ph.D., read for you by Greg Edwards. To my well-read ballers and all you up-and-coming literary hustlers, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women, players. Shakespeare, As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7. Remixed by Sparky Sweets, Ph.D. Introduction. What it do, reader? Name Sparky Sweets, Ph.D., and yeah, I like to keep it thug. But you know what? I still keep it real in the library. If you ask Webster, a thug ain't nothing more than a violent criminal. But on the real, the word thug got roots in the Sanskrit word stagati, meaning he who covers or conceals. Maybe my bling and G'd up swagger do hide something about me. My mad love for the classics. Dostoevsky, Dickens, Shakespeare, these cats are the real OGs. So just 'cause you might see me swinging down your block banging chopped and screwed music, don't think I couldn't school even the most pretentious literary hustler at his own game. Let me lay a story on you. A couple years ago, I rolled up on the university library decked out like a straight baller. I walked up to conversate with the librarian, and girl started bugging in her seat. The hell? Hadn't she seen my ass there every night poring over tomes of existentialist theory and comparative analysis? Maybe she couldn't handle the swag. I put it to the test. Say, where can a brother find a legit translation of the Brothers Karamazov? Excuse me one moment. The librarian locked her computer real quick and headed to the stacks. When she got back, she handed me a book. Here's the Brothers Karamazov, she said. I grabbed the book and looked it over. Yo, excuse me, this here's Constance Garnett. You got the Pavir and Volokhonsky translation by chance? It's got the elegance, semantic depth, and attention game sold up. Girl gave me a look like, damn, astonishment, confusion. Bet she didn't think I even knew these words. How could I? A black man busting a killer sag, a thug, possibly known a damn thing about 19th century Russian lit. That girl learned real quick not to judge a book by its cover. Sure, I grew up jamming the NWA, Pac, and Snoop, but I also rocked some of that Shostakovich on the reg. I chill with whites, blacks, Asians, Christians, Muslims, Jews, you name it. I grew up on the streets of L.A. and in the libraries of Compton. That librarian's mess gave me a new mission in life. To wreck the arrogance some literary fools feel like they gotta roll with. There's a reason libraries are public. All them words and stories are for everybody to enjoy. To me, literature like a club with no line and an open bar 24/7. Anybody could come in and get crunk as they want of that sweet knowledge juice. Problem is, a lot of folk don't treat it that way. Instead, they do the exact opposite. Make everything so damn confusing just to sound smart or to make somebody else sound stupid. As many a G has asked, why these haters gotta hate? Classic literature is timeless, ageless, and it should be classless. The whole point of dropping knowledge is to keep building for the lit game OGs to help a new crew get on A level, or maybe even higher, not to just shit on the peeps who came before you, or that's sitting in front of you. These days, science is pretty damn popular, but even though the newest gadget or breakthrough study makes shit smoother, faster, and better, it can't fill all the holes in our lives. When it comes to figuring out who we are, who we want to be, how to treat other people, and the decisions we're going to make, it's literature that's going to hook us up. It got the ability to put us in another player's shoes and see the world from different perspectives. It teaches how to empathize and connect with others on a much deeper level, even if they seem different from us. So why Thug Notes? Sometimes people look at me like I lost my damn mind because I'm relating books to hip-hop culture. So let's get back to what being a thug is. To me, a thug is somebody who bucked the system, who stand up and try to make their imprint on the world. A thug live how they want to live and do what they want to do, even in the face of a world telling them they got to act a certain way. Most of the novels and authors in this book you hold and ain't no different. Some of the best works of lit can be thought of as expressions of rebellion, or a great dissatisfaction with the world, existential, political, social, or emotional. And to me, plenty of rappers singing their heart out about the same things: the oppression they face, the troubles with their lives, and all the fucked up shit going down in the worlds around them. So how different is that really from any of these authors? Don't just dismiss something because it don't look, sound, or feel the way you're used to. There's shit from all over packed with mad meaning. So here's my main jam, my illest flow, my master's thesis, and my dissertation's argument par excellence. Learning about literature is more than just memorizing names, dates, faces, and book summaries. It can broaden our minds and open our hearts by reminding us not to judge a book by its cover, and ain't nothing more important. What you gonna find in this piece? Get your ass ready for some legit, accurate as hell breakdowns of some of literature's dankest works. You ain't only gonna get learned on the characters and what happened in the story, but also on some of the illest themes, symbols, and bits of philosophizing going on between the lines. After peeping this book, you'll be straight turned up on literary knowledge. So enjoy, my well-read ballers. Romeo and Juliet. So what's the deal? Check it. This play was written by William Shakespeare, who got street cred for being the most turned-up player to ever write in the English language and penning some of the dopest works ever. This bad bard even created 1,700 new words like it ain't no thing. After hundreds of years, scholars still got a big old hard-on for him. In fact, the only stunner who got more books written about him is Jesus. Damn! This cat is highballer number one. If ever a story went platinum, it would be Romeo and Juliet. Go to your corner and ask any hood to name a famous love story, and I bet they say Romeo and Juliet. This play is so off the hook that people still drop Romeo's name when talking about booty-chasing hustlers. RJ also packed with some of the most bitchin' themes that literature got to offer. Love, fate, choice, free will. I could go on, player. Of all Shakespeare's jams, Romeo and Juliet got more adaptations than Yeezy got rhymes. Movies, plays, TV, ballets, paintings, operas, you name it, player. And if you don't know, now you know. Homies. Romeo. The only son of old Montague, this fool only got one thing on his mind: loving the ladies. At the beginning, he fiending to get nasty with some choice honey named Rosaline, but the second Romeo meets Juliet, he want to put a ring on it. Nah, I mean, he always in a hurry and acting without thinking. Juliet, the Capulet's only child. Apparently, old Capulet and his boo had other little players, but they all up and died. At just 13, Juliet's family already trying to get her hitched to a brother of their choosing. Even though Juliet usually do what she told, Romeo swipes her heart, causing all sorts of mess. Montague and Lady Montague. The top dogs of the Montague house and the parents of Romeo. Ain't nothing they hate more than them Capulets. Mama and Papa Montague don't do shit in this play, except in the beginning when Pops want to wreck some scrappy Capulet ass, and at the end when both crews flipping shit about Romeo and Juliet dying. Capulet and Lady Capulet. Juliet's daddy and mama, who be all up in their daughter's business. Old Capulet always riding Juliet's nuts about getting married to Paris. He even tell her to get the fuck out if she don't do what he say. Benvolio, one of Romeo's main Montague boys. Whenever shit get real in the streets, Benvolio's the one trying to keep the peace. A cool-headed homie. Benvolio always serious while Romeo and Mercutio acting a fool. Mercutio, Romeo's homie who spits some ill verses about love and sex when he trying to get Romeo's mind off of Rosaline. He ain't afraid to talk shit to any hood who cross him or his boys. In fact, he step up when Tybalt talking smack to Romeo. Fool ends up getting served by Tybalt about halfway through the play. Tybalt,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?